Black Ops 4. Alright, so Black Ops 4 has been out for, I think at the time you're recording this, like 2 days. And let's just say the honeymoon phase is officially over. All the sweaties are here, Sweaty Nation. But this video is not about that. This is about my first impressions, basically. And what I'll say is, this game is not all hype. This game is 100% worth the wait. And I say that not only because boots on ground is still here, but actually back in a way that's better than World War II, in my opinion at least. But just the overall game is just amazing, especially for, you know, OG Call of Duty players and stuff. Treyarch brought back a lot of old freaking maps, like from the old Black Ops games, Advanced Warfare, like just a whole bunch of games. They brought back Summit, Jungle, freaking Firing Range. It's just freaking crazy. And you know, as a fan of Call of Duty since the Modern Warfare series, basically, that's just something that I kind of appreciate them doing. At first I was like, I don't know how I feel about them just bringing back in a whole bunch of old maps and like kind of only putting in maybe like 3 new maps. But you know, it's just fun. Like, you know, especially, okay, I can say this especially because you'll see like a lot of players that haven't played older Call of Duties try to get into this, and as a OG Call of Duty player, like, you slick have a good advantage over them. So I'm gonna just have to throw that in there. But yeah, other than the maps though, the game plays very smooth. Like, I'll definitely say that. Me and my friends have been playing this, spending a lot of time on it, and the game is very smooth. I actually enjoy now, because I didn't enjoy this in the beta, I enjoy the amount of time it takes to kill in core game modes, and this kind of puts this new, well, kind of new spin on Call of Duty to where, you know, it's not just who shoots first, like as you can see right there, like it's not just who shoots first or who gets that first hit. It's all kind of about weapon skill. So, but you know, there's pros and there's cons to this, so I'm gonna keep talking about it and I'll get to the cons. But yeah, it's all about like weapon skill and stuff. So basically, you know, the more you use a gun, the more you basically, you know, get used to the gun's kickback and blah blah blah, damage of it too and everything, then yeah, like you'll start to see yourself winning more gunfights purely based off of, you know, how the gun works and you can handle the situation better. Cons of this is that there's guns like ICR, you know, that they're really balanced guns, yes, you know, with handling and stuff, but you'll still find people kind of abuse the balance, and like that is kind of weird to say, but you'll find people who abuse the balance of the ICR, as in, since the kickback of the gun is so good, you know, a lot of people will focus more on perfecting that gun, which you can perfect easier due to it not having a lot of kickback, as to a gun like the KN or even like Maddox and stuff like that. You know, so you, at least right now in the game, you know, when everyone's still leveling up and stuff like that, you're seeing a lot of ICRs. Sometimes, you know, you see people kind of switch it up. Shotguns are finally now starting to pop up every now and then when I'm playing the game, which is cool. But that's just one little thing about the guns, basically. But going back to the maps, they have, I think, 4 new maps, basically, that are new to this game. And, you know, I like the way they play. Honestly, what I will say is, to me, sometimes some of the maps aren't meant for TDM, and that's something about this game that I enjoy / don't enjoy, like pros and cons, just like what I was saying before, is that I find myself playing a lot more Control than just normal TDM or free-for-all, as in, like, in prior Call of Duties, basically I used to only play TDM, like in Black Ops 3, only played TDM, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 3 is like a little mix of like kill confirmed and TDM, but you know, they're around like that same type of objective, is kind of like get kills and like confirm the kills. But you know, in this game, I find that I enjoy playing the objective game modes more. I've been playing a lot of Control, and I feel like a lot of the maps too that they picked was kind of like tactically, if that's even a freaking word. But they were kind of picked perfectly for game mode, or for like objective based game modes in this game, which is, you know, to me that's kind of cool though, because it gets players out of that element of just running around and trying to get kills and stuff like that. You can more so kind of play a little bit more of the objective and play a little bit more with your team. So, you know, I feel like they're kind of pushing solo play out a little more in this Call of Duty game. Like, yes, you can still go and do solo play, you know, so I'm not saying like you can't, but they're definitely pushing solo play a little bit out of this Call of Duty. And, you know, maybe in future Call of Duties, you know, it'll be definitely a lot more team based, which is cool, because I like seeing Call of Duty evolve. And, you know, for a while it was almost like they were trying to go backwards, you know, with going back to boots on ground, but that's not the case. They're definitely changing up a lot of aspects of the game, and, you know, making it feel like a whole new, you know, experience. Now, outside of multiplayer, well, actually, no. I'll get to like zombies and all that stuff in a minute. But one of the last things I'll say about multiplayer right now is that the progression system in this game is really cool. You definitely level up fast, especially since, depending on, you know, your playstyle and stuff, you'll be playing a lot more objective-based game modes. You level up pretty fast. You get a lot of things for leveling up. So what I mean by that is, basically for every level, you know, you'll be getting something. Like, you know, you're not gonna level up and have it be like after you level up 5 more times, then you'll finally unlock something. You will be unlocking things basically at every level you get, which is a really cool thing, a really freaking good thing to me, because it keeps you, you know, enticed in the game. You know, it keeps you wanting to play the game and stuff like that. And yes, like, the game's just come out, but, you know, it'll definitely help the game last longer. And with that being said too, they have more guns too than the beta, I'm pretty sure, because the beta was very, I play a lot of Blackout more so than multiplayer in the beta. And they fixed up a lot of stuff in the beta too, as in, like, you know, the beta just wasn't feeling right to me. There's still a little bit of stability issues and stuff with the servers, just a little bit though, so nothing crazy. But yeah, since the beta, they fixed up a lot of stuff, definitely patched up a lot of stuff. Everything's very smooth. So yeah, so definitely be looking out for a lot more Call of Duty gameplay like this. And I'll definitely be talking about the other modes. The next one, I'm gonna be talking about zombies, so stay tuned for that. Enjoy the video, like, subscribe, peace.